Good morning and welcome once again to the Den of Doom. Today we're going to do some technical work and then we're going to hold 15 minutes sub-threshold, which should be easy. It's only a 40-minute session, so nice and easy. I've got my glasses on today. Eyesight's getting worse by the day. Okie dokie, oaky dokily. Let's switch to mobile. I've got it on live. I'm cooking with gas. At the moment anyway. Right. Okay. Let's get that ready. I haven't got any socks on today, couldn't find them this morning. That's the state of play in this house today. Luckily I've got quite a quiet day, so I'm going to get on top of things. I'm going to get the Christmas decorations out of see if I can just go straight in to the shoes. Christmas decorations out of the attic. Kids are moaning because the advent calendars aren't out. We have those cloth ones and you fill the pockets with chocolate. I'm too much of a cheapskate. Well anyway, it's saving the environment if it's reusable, darlings. Okie doke. I will take the glasses off because I can't see them stay on for the session, so there won't be any glasses on during the session. Good morning, Melanie. How are you? Lovely to have you on board. Let's give you a little wave, a little wavy roo. Let's tighten these up. You're not having any socks on. Not for quite some time. Gosh, when was the last time I raced triathlon without the socks on? It was a while ago. It was a wee while ago. Okay, so normally with this session I tend to get on between 8:30 and 9. So I'm hoping I haven't caught any of you a little bit too soon. The internet's worked. First time round this morning, which is a bit of a shocker. Quite surprised in that. So glasses off. Not too bad a day today, looking quite nice. I want to also bestow the virtues of chamois cream to you. I didn't put any on Tuesday and got a little bit of chaffage. So I've got some chamois cream on today to alleviate the pressure. Okay, definitely put it on your Christmas list if you haven't done so already. If you're working turbos, if you're working hours on the bike, get that chamois cream down there. Hiya, Mark. Did a good session last night, well done. I think I'll give you a little bit of feedback. This one's for you. Oh, it could be today. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 minutes warm up. Got a bit on hand, and then we're going to do 11.5 minutes of technique, followed by 15 minutes sub-threshold. So that should be quite a nice, easy session, and 5 minutes cool down. So it's 40 minutes in total. So I've got a few people who are ready to rock and roll. Mark, are you doing this with me today? Might answer me, I don't know. There is a bit of a time lag on this, so I'm looking at it, you've probably only just got the information. Okay, so I'm just spinning it out now. I haven't started the clock. Getting myself ready to rock and roll. Slightly annoyed because my strap is knocking against the pedal. Ugh, that's so near. There you go. Sort of the Velcro's out now. Okay. Right. I'm going to give it another 15 seconds. Then I'm going to find bike indoor on my watch. It tells me what to do. It doesn't break down the independent leg work for me. Okay, so we're going to go, got do workout on there. So I'm going to select do workout and then in 3, 2, 1. Okay, the session has begun. Fantastic. So you can watch this on replay, Mark. So we're now on the 10-minute warm-up. Should be nice and easy. For those of you that don't have power, don't have a heart rate monitor, we work to what's known as the rate of perceived exertion. So that is when you sort of, on a scale of 1 to 10, say how hard you think you're working. So for your warm-up, it should be like a 3 or a 4, coming into a 5. Sometimes we'll throw some hard work in there to actually lift the efforts and get your heart rate ready for the hard work to come. Today's session hasn't got any over threshold work, so we don't actually need to do any blasts unless we're looking to increase some power. But today, we don't need to do that. Okay, so nice spinning. We like to keep the cadence at somewhere between 80 and 90. You can go up to 100. If you spin, science has shown that you actually use less of your core and you use less energy. Once you have to use the core muscles to stabilise that slower cadence as you're pushing a harder gear, there's slippage of energy or wastage of energy, and we want to minimise that. So nice easy spinning. Practice in your warm-up getting that cadence right when there's very little pressure on your pedals. So yeah, so nice and easy. Now threshold, if we're talking rate of perceived exertion, is at about a 7. What happens then, you know you're at threshold because you start to breathe more heavily. Having having a conversation is more difficult, and you just need to stop for a bit, gather your breath, and then you can start talking again. You'll probably notice that even though we're past threshold, I usually can still manage a little bit of a conversation. Perhaps I'm just not working hard enough. So today's session, when we hold it, it's sub-threshold, which means we should be about a 5 or 6 to start, because we're holding it for 15 minutes, and we're going to try and stay in the same gear for that length of time. You will find by the end of it, we're hitting the 7s, okay? So don't start off too enthusiastically. If those of you who are working on Zwift or have got a smart trainer, it'll set the power for you. And hopefully, it won't feel too difficult at the beginning. What I also like to do, if you haven't got a cadence meter, is to do a count of one leg. So that count of one leg, we count it for 15 seconds, times it by 4, and we get cadence over a minute. So pedal revolutions in a minute. It's a bit warmer this morning, I haven't put the fan on. I've got my trusty dogs having a good snooze around me as always. Keep it spinning. Okay, in 10 seconds we'll have a little look to see what cadence you're doing. If you haven't got that meter, remember we can do a count. So I'm going to count one leg as it comes over the top, and now. For me, so I'm only at 88, that's fine. That's pretty much my ballpark, between 88 and 92. Hiya Freya. Oh, Freya's already done her session, well done. Oh, early birds, early birds. Did you get the individual legs? Did you suss that one out, Freya? Should have done it yesterday so I could have got it to you all beforehand. Okay, keep it going. Okay, we're 5 minutes into the warm-up. Fantastic, well done. Are those legs spinning? If they're not spinning, just try reducing the gear and getting them to go a little bit faster. Like I said, anything under 80, and we're really starting to push a heavier gear, which requires more fast twitch fibre muscles, but also that core. And when we're using the core, like I said, to push with, what we're doing is we're losing power, we're losing energy. We're not losing power, but we are losing energy. Well done. We've got 4 minutes left. We'll do another count in 10 seconds just to check that you're on target. When we do the independent leg technique work, we won't worry about cadence. And you'll soon see why. Oops, missed it. Hang on. Get ready and count. $22 again for me, so 88 again. Happy with that. Oh, it wasn't this one. So you can get this video, can't remember when it's in for you, Freya. Yay. So those people who haven't got this session today, it will be on your programs at some point. Fantastic. Right, don't forget, I will encourage you, even though you're not necessarily here. So come on, Will, come on, Mark. How are you doing? Good to see you on board. Keep those legs spinning. Nice, easy session today. Helps with that recovery, helps with the overall gains. 2.5 minutes left. Keep that body as still but relaxed as you can. Your core is engaged. Don't let it be all reliant on your shoulders. Okay? Engage the core so that you're not putting all the weight through your shoulders, because they will start to ache. Took my arms off to show you that if you engage the core, you don't necessarily need to sit up. You can see though, when I do, there is a little bit more concentration on my face probably. If you're going to try that, do it with one hand first. One hand, two hands, both hands. Good, well done. Come on, Dave. Hey, well, it's good to see you on board. Hope to see you again soon. Keep those legs spinning. Nice, easy warm up. Not all your sessions should be super hard. I'm not saying that 15 minutes is going to be easy, but it shouldn't be super hard. Good. In the last 50 seconds before we start the individual leg technique work. So what you can do, a few things. You can either unclip the leg that you're not using, or just not think about it. Okay, by engaging the brain with one leg, you're going to improve that communication system between the nervous system and your muscles. You've got 20 seconds left. I'm going to unclip. You'll also get to hear any faults in your stroke. So if there's any clicking or clunking, depending on how you put the pressure on the pedals. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, unclip. Whoops. So the ideal is that you have 20 seconds of single leg work. We're ready at 20 seconds. Okay, and then you swap over and you do the other leg. Ignore power on this. I'm thinking for those people who are on Zwift, I'm going to have to reduce the power. Okay, swap over. That's 30 seconds or 27 seconds gone on there. Clicking in and out can be a wee pain, which is why you get, oh, she says, 10 seconds to click in. I was in. I just didn't do the clunking sound. So you can hear the rhythm on your turbo. See if you're doing it correctly. Keep it going. If you're clunking, if it doesn't sound smooth, power thing keeps changing. Oh, there was a clunk there. Once you get tired, it'll start to clunk. And swap over. Clipping and unclipping. Okay. You will need enough power on this in order to stop you clunking, or alternatively, slow it right down. Speed is not the issue here. Slow, controlled movements. The faster you can do it, obviously the better, as your body gets used to it. Okay, get ready to swap. Okie doke. 30 seconds. The dog's looking at me. What are you doing? Just keep your legs in, woman. Keep control. No clunking. Mess with your gears so that you can get it so that it doesn't clunk. And change legs. This all depends how long it takes you to change over. Good, well done. Can I hear some clunks? Oh, there was one. Up two. Don't allow it to clunk. Okay, and change over. You might find that you're better on this with one leg than the other. After this, we have a 30-second break. Hoping I've got the timings right now. Definitely going to have to change the power output, I think, for your smart trainers. Okay, 30 seconds recovery. 2 legs now for the 30 seconds. The cadence can come back up and you can focus on that spin. Okay, get ready to unclip. There we go, back to the one leg again for 30 seconds. So I can feel it particularly in my hip flexors. Generally I think I use my glutes. So when it's single leg, I've got to really think about lifting that leg up. So I'm going to stretch my hip flexors. And change. Challenge my hip flexors, there we go. So I'm putting my foot back on the turbo, so I'm resting it behind there if you're wondering where that leg is going. Change. Oh, I want to unclip this one. You leave your shoes in there all the time. No wonder they don't want to unclip. They're too comfortable. Good, change over. Give yourself at least 10 seconds of the changeover. I think I've allowed you 10 seconds. I think I've allowed you 40 seconds actually. Ooh, Brain's not working. I do 20. But don't use the 20. Oh, it's clunking now. Think about how you're pedaling. Slow it down if you don't. If you keep clunking, slow it down. And swap over. Oh, no. Oh, no, actually, no. I'm losing it. Keep it going. Don't swap over. Because it counts backwards, it's really confusing me. Okay, now you're going to swap over. Okay. That's it, really good. So this leg, the right leg, then the left leg, and then a rest. And then we repeat it again. Hopefully, I'll get the timings right. The problem with modern technology starts to take the thinking out of it, our brains go to mush. Okay, swapping over. Obviously I like my right leg better than my left, so I'm spending more time on that. No clunks, please. Come on, no clunks. Think about how you're pedaling. Ooh. Oh, again. That's a press up for every clunk we do. And 30 seconds of spinning. Ooh. Don't ask me how, but I made it into the desired zone at the end there. Okay, get ready to unclip. Here we go, and 30 seconds. Or 25 for the sort of 10-second changeover time. And change over. We go. Nice and smooth. Okay. And change over. A big clunk. Oh, and another. And change over. Don't get carried away. Let's reduce that clunking, slow it back down. Focus. Not too soon here, but like, love, and share. Like, love and share. Not a lot to ask. And change over. The last two. Nice and smooth. See if we can do this last two without the clunks. Keep control. Don't worry about power, don't worry about speed, just no clunks. And change over. Ooh, one leg, clunk free. This is the one that's not so good. Let the brain talk to the muscles, muscles talk to the brain. Glunk free, remember. Don't get carried away. Oh, nearly, that's nearly a clunk. Hey, well done. Have you managed that clunk free? Awesome. Last 25 seconds, and then we're going to sub-threshold. So like I said, for those who are working on RPE, don't start out too hard. You want to select a gear that you think you can hold for 15 minutes. And off you go, going up in 3, 2, 1. Up we go. So I've selected a gear and I think I can hold my cadence and my effort level. However, I'm not in my power target. Maybe I'll have to select another gear. Modern technology. Question is it working? Definitely in the same gear I was the other day. Okay, we're there, we're there. In fact, we've gone past, so I think there's a delay in my power communication. So this is a headache, that's all it is. It's about focusing the mind, keeping that rhythm, and working throughout. Okay, we're going to hold it here. Well done. Have a drink if you need it. Well done, everybody. Get ready to count. 2, 1, and count. Pretty much where I want to be. Let's see if we can hold on to this now. Fantastic. Keep it going. It'll fly by, I promise. I haven't got any stories to tell you. To make the time pass any quicker today. No, Christmas is around the corner. Also going to have to concentrate just to stay in the zone. You can do aero, even better. Glad to have you on board. Hope you're doing well. Fantastic. Eleven minutes left. Good, well done, come on. Keep it spinning. We're at a 6, possibly now. Think about scraping that poo off the shoe. I can still talk. Can I hold a conversation? Debatable. A third of the way through. Well done. Come on, guys. Come on. Going really well. So sit for 6 minutes should be easy, because that's what we've been working on. Holding on to the rest. Will be another kettle of fish. So that's the first 6 minutes gone. We know we can do this. Just adding without the rest. Can we do it? I think we can. Sweat is starting to pour. Nice, smooth, good rhythm. Well done. Come on, Will, that's fantastic. Not too fast with the cadence, just nice and steady. Well done, Barry. Really good. Happy birthday for yesterday. Coming up to the halfway mark. Brilliant, well done everybody. You're all still with me? Haven't changed gear? We'll check your cadence shortly. In 10 seconds. Get ready. And count. "22 for me." What did you get, Karen? Well done. Stick with it now. Fantastic. We're in this together. We've all got our own sweat miles. Come on. Good, keep it going. Absolutely fantastic, well done. You're all looking really good. A little bit fresher than I am, in fact. Absolutely brilliant. Last 6 minutes coming up now. Superb. Awesome. Really, really good, well done. 2/3 nearly over. Keep it smooth. Stay relaxed. Try bars if you can get on them. Hitting about 6.5 now. Good. Last 5 minutes. We're going to count again in 10. Get ready. Ready and count. So I'm dropping off a little bit. I'm going to try and lift it for the next one. Four minutes left. Keep that focus. Keep that rhythm. We're going to count at 3.5. So in 15 seconds time. Get ready to count. 2, 1, and count. Two, I think. Somewhere 21, 22. Keep it going, guys. Well done. Just 3 minutes left. Holding on well. Legs should be hurting now, at least feeling them. If you're not, we need to change your values. You feel those muscles. We'll do another count with 2.5 minutes to go. Don't change gear if you can help it. Okay, and count. At 22, just by the skin of my teeth. Last 2 minutes coming up. Hold on. Come on. Resist the urge to change gear. If you drop below 80 in cadence, obviously change gear. We're going to count again at 1:30. Get ready and count. I want to change gear, but I'm not going to. It's not below 80 yet. Come on, guys. Last minute now. Last minute. Definitely a 7. Heading towards an 8 even in this last minute. Count again at 30 to go. Count in again. In 2, 1, count. Come on. Last 10. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Nice easy cool down. Keep the legs spinning. Let yourself recover. Well done. I committed to that gear, so I stayed in that gear. There was one slight issue, bizarrely, in the last couple of 5 minutes, I'd say. The power meter actually said I was going harder than I was previously, at the same, if not slightly slower cadence. So the accuracy of my power meter is in doubt. But I stuck to the same gear. And so as a result, I did, or theoretically, had the same power output. The only thing I can say that might have affected that is the humidity of the room and the contact of the tyre on the turbo. So as the wheel warmed up, it sticks to the turbo flywheel a little bit more and creates a greater resistance. So that's possibly an answer to that, or my power meter is messing with my head. But if you all managed to stay in the same gear for that, flipping well done. There was no grunting or groaning, I'm hoping. So I think I got up to about an 8. Definitely a little bit over the threshold. And as you get into the latter stages, you have to make that decision. I know I didn't train yesterday. And I'll be lucky if I can train again tomorrow. There's so much to do at the moment. So for me, possibly going slightly higher intensity, knowing that I've got a rest day tomorrow and I had a rest day yesterday, is okay. And that's what you need to factor in. What have you got either side of your training sessions? If you do every single one balls out, eyeballs out that is, and you don't factor in rest days or all the other days, then you are on a hiding a pathway to no progression, basically. Got distracted by the dog who's obviously having a dream and running in his sleep there. Okay, I've got 2 minutes and 20 left of the cool down. Hope you've enjoyed it with me today. Hope your faces are as red as mine. Maybe putting a fan on would have been a good idea. And actually, there is research to show that cooler environment doesn't just stop you from sweating, but it affects your RPE, your rate of perceived exertion. So if you're very hot, the same work output feels more difficult than if it was a cool environment, a nice cool day. And however, you're not necessarily working any harder. Hiya Scott, when are you home from uni? Are they sending you home early? I'm just wondering whether the schools are going to stay open. One of Kai's year was sent home yesterday, or was actually diagnosed with COVID yesterday, so the whole year are home. Hopefully, he's working upstairs on the internet as we speak. However, my internet connection seems to be very good this morning, so perhaps he's still sleeping. There's a lot of talk of whether they're going to close a week early. Goodness only knows how that affects our teaching hours. We can do all of ours online if needs be. We are ready and equipped. We actually do the lesson as we would in the classroom, because we can't see the students. I think some, if they can stay away from their phones buzzing all the time, would actually work far better than when they're in the classroom being distracted by each other. Brilliant. So we're coming to the end now. Last 30 seconds coming up. Not crying, purely a sweat, I promise you. That's it, nice and easy. Lovely little blast to start your Wednesday morning. To freshen you up, ready for getting the Christmas decorations out, filling the advent calendars, all the motherly chores. I did ask Tom to get them out the attic, but he's scared of heights. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good afternoon, Mr. Mead. How are you? Hopefully you're going to join me on some of these turbo sessions, maybe. Here every Monday and Wednesday, unless some family emergency comes up, or the house is exceedingly untidy and I can't cope with it any longer. Well, fantastic. Thanks for joining me. Make sure that you do stretch. Key muscles to stretch, remember? Let's see if you can give me the right answers. Yep, calves. Hips, definitely, well done. And, yep, Freya, bang on. Across the chest. Really important to make sure, because you've been in that hunched over position, that we regain our posture by stretching across the chest. Thank you once again for joining me in the Den of Doom. Hope to see you very soon. Take care now.